What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lionel Jinx. I am the creative director of the WW2K franchise, and with me once again.
Hey y'all, I am Christina GM Pham, art producer on WWE 2K22, and welcome to episode 2 of Ringside Report, brought to y'all by the teams at 2K and Visual Concepts.
Now, if you missed the first many area
game update, we ever so briefly called out the new My GM mode, where you take on the role of a WWE general manager to prove whether you have what it takes to run the most successful brand in sports entertainment. So please join me in welcoming 3 folks who were instrumental in making My GM a reality. Design director Alan Flores, senior designer Chris Mecenas, and producer Brian Fritz. Y'all, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I have so let's get right into it. We're gonna roll the footage. To start off, who are the GMs and what does selecting one versus another mean for the player experience?
So we let you choose a different starting point. You can choose your own GM, or you can choose a brand that you want to manage. Combinations of things kind of affect the way that your game is going to play throughout. So you can play as Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, or a custom GM. You can play as Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or NXT UK. And it's really pretty interesting the way that those things combine, because each one of those choices is going to give you a very powerful power card that you can play throughout the course of the game. So like, for example, Adam Pearce will allow you to, he's got an instigator card. If you play that, then all of your rivalries will be increased by 1 level. Or if you play as Sonya Deville, you'll be able to boost the morale of your entire roster.
To me, the next part of the mode is my favorite part, is selecting the draft, right? So selecting your superstars, but I always find trouble like trying to, select a balanced roster, because I get, my eyes get big whenever I see like those big names on the board that's still available, and then I run out of money. So I know there's a lot that goes into booking a balanced roster. And so can you talk more about that process and help me become a better GM?
My favorite part of the mode as well. Once you get into the draft, basically that's your first look at all the superstars. And what you're going to find is you're going to see a lot of different stats that are going to stand out to you. You're going to see things like their class, their alignment, their popularity, their stamina. But what's really important to look at kind of early on is what their class is. So like there's giants, cruisers, specialists. And what you're going to want to do is like draft a kind of variety of different superstars that kind of go well together. And we do a decent job of telling you like, oh, these are going to be good matchups to help you along the way. But obviously you can draft whoever you want, make your dream roster. And speaking of dream roster, players, they can upload their own custom draft pool that include created superstars too. So they're going to be able to go wild with that. When they create their custom superstars, it will generate a cost for them. And speaking of which, when you're drafting, something to also be very careful about is how much each person is it's going to cost when you draft them. You have a budget when you go into it, and if you spend all your money after the draft, you might not have money to sign free agents. So you got to be very careful.
I'm exactly like Lionel. I go in, I draft all the available superstars I can, and I go in with $0 trying to set up this entire show. And I'm like, extra money to set up. So if you don't have the budget, and you're stuck running one-on-one normal matches or tag team matches with, no awesome match types. With these show logistics, you can have that high school gym arena, or you can move up into like concert halls and even these giant arenas that can give you bonuses, not only just to your show ratings, but also if you achieve certain little goals assigned to those things.
We have a store where you can buy different power cards, where you can buy a lot of useful things, like there's a health spa. So say I have a superstar that's feeling, maybe I put him in 5 Hell in a Cells in a row. So he's a little bit injured or something, like he's a little bit down. So they're like, all right, here's a health spa. You go there for a week and rest, and then you boost some of your stamina, just take a little bit of a break. But we also have a system of commissioner goals where basically Triple H will show up, will say, I want you to not don't put Drew McIntyre in a match this week. And if you do that, then you can earn a power card from him. And some of those are very powerful things that will boost your ratings, boost your superstars. It's really a lot of fun stuff in there.
Yeah, see, I tend to be, the guy who just follows the rules, but I know, Alan, you always play like the villain type of GM.
Yeah, it's weird because, I don't really consider myself a bad guy when I'm doing it. My superstars react that way. So basically what I do is I in the hardest matches I can to really boost my ratings all the time. And they'll complain. They'll come to me in the dramas, go like, I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling injured. And then if I actually put them in another match, they become injured. Then they'll come to me like, what the heck are you doing? I'm injured. I knew this was going to happen. And then there's a tendency where they might
play these matches. Let's call out that spectate mode is exclusive to MyGM. So Chris, I want you to talk about what this means for the player experience.
Obviously, you can play your matches. We really wanted to make sure you were able to do that. Another really cool thing is, and I know like maybe you thought that you wouldn't be seeing your GM anytime, but Christina, like you're mentioning, spectate, you're going to be able to do a really good job at basically being in the production truck and acting as if you were running the show from that side. It's really cool. It's something we haven't tried as you might, I know you want to maybe cheese a 5-star rating out of there. I know I'm assuming that's probably what you would do. But if you really want to get the highest ratings, you're going to have to really be good at your matchups because it's the viewers that are going to give you your ratings at the end of the day.
Why you always gotta pick on me though? You just see.
Brian, I do want you to go into what happens post-match.
Definitely nice little match